that are now inaccessible by road. Paula Hancock's CNN Bangkok.
Israel has revealed the names of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners it says will be free probably later this week in exchange for Israel soldier Gilad Shalit. His expected release comes as part of a deal between Israel and militant Palestinian group Hamas, which has held Sergeant Shalit since capturing him some 5 years ago. We have details of that story in this report.
Surprise for the Palestinians, a painful blow to Israel when Gilad Shalit was taken hostage early one Sunday morning in June 2006. A massive Israeli offensive on Gaza followed within days. Tanks and armored personnel carriers rolled in, Israeli jets bombed bridges, government buildings, and the only power station in Gaza was inflamed after being hit by 3 separate airstrikes in one night. Gilad is being held by a bloodthirsty gang which is causing us much pain, said the Israeli Prime Minister at the time. As the Israeli attacks continued, the Palestinian death toll steadily grew. Hundreds killed, many militants, but others, according to Palestinian sources, innocent men, women and children. Shalit's captors, affiliated with the Islamic Hamas government, demanded a prisoner swap. But the Israeli government said no, at least in public.
This is blackmail. This is terrorists saying, you do what we want, or we kill the hostage.
Behind the scenes, the Palestinian Authority president, with Egyptian mediators, tried to strike a deal.
We are doing all our best in order to stop everything.
Palestinian militants continued firing rockets into Israel, causing injury and damage but no death. Israel escalated the military assault. Little more than 2 weeks after he was kidnapped, Gilad Shalit's fate was overshadowed. Far from Gaza, on Israel's northern border, 2 more Israeli soldiers were taken hostage. But this time, the Lebanese-based militant group Hezbollah was responsible, and Israel was now fighting a war on 2 fronts. After 34 days, the UN brokered a ceasefire and Israel ordered its soldiers home. But Shalit was still being held in Gaza. With eventual calm there as well, came hopes for a prisoner swap and the first signs of life. A recording of his voice, a letter home. By the end of 2008, the calm was shattered by Hamas rocket fire and an Israeli response like never before. More than 1,000 Palestinians were dead, so too 13 Israeli soldiers. Gilad Shalit held captive through it all. But negotiations for his release continued. A breakthrough came almost a year later. 19 women Palestinian prisoners released from Israeli jails. In return for this videotape, the ultimate proof of life, and now, more than 5 long years after he was first taken, Corporal Gilad Shalit, promoted to sergeant while being held, is alive and now heading home.
We now take a second break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It is a close-knit community with shared values and interests, but the community of Kanifing is looking to foster this cherished community cooperation through the game of football. The youth of this sprawling settlement, under the leadership of Fatim Baji, the Minister of Health and Social Welfare, herself a resident of the area, is rolling out an 8-team tournament to further entrench the culture of peace and build the right attitudes among the young people of the area. Ababukar Senghor watched the opening match at the Kanifing Estate football field.
Spectacular opening that great football field sandwiched between 2 symbols of development at the heart of this sprawling settlement. The Kanifing Estate School and the local community center stand side by side with this football field that has for long been the grooming ground for the development of young footballers in this close-knit community. The tournament, co-financed and played under the auspices of Fatim Baji, the Minister of Health and Social Welfare, will feature 8 teams. The Health Minister, who is a resident of Kanifing, was present at the opening day of the tournament together with a high-level cabinet representation, perhaps an indication of the high premium that they attach to youth development. Among the officials too were football's top administrators, community leaders and religious figures. Football's power of uniting people was at its most demonstrative best on this day, and for the young people of Kanifing, both from the layout and estate area, it was a day that will live long in the memories, and for the right reasons too. The football between Kute Jambulu and D&H brought the best out of the two sides. Both sides created few goal-mouth chances in the first half, with D&H, who have in their ranks some quality youth products in Isa Hadem and Chris Allen, creating chances for their side. At halftime, the players went for a break, but it was perfect timing for the officials to drive home some vital messages for the youths of the area. The Minister of Youth and Sports said if government spoke directly to the young people, calling on them to show greater commitment and desire to meaningfully partake in the development drives undertaken by the government. The mayor of the Kanifi municipality, Yankuba Koli, explains in detail the numerous interventions his municipality is undertaking to promoting and improving social amenities in the area. Sports authorities too weigh in with some valuable suggestions and advices to the young people. Sidi Kinte, the Gambia's top football administrator, urged the local authorities to push through with the development of the football field into a modern football park. The message was received with huge applause from the largely youthful population. For the youths who turned out in large numbers to grace the One Love tournament's opening day, it was a day to be remembered, for their once unplayable football field received a needed facelift. Young Maria Tussar spoke for a satisfied community and an enthusiastic youth community.
For the past 2 years, people have lacked enthusiasm to utilize it, as it was being used before because of the soil erosion. But right now, because of Honorable Fatim Baji and Parfai's tireless efforts, the field has been brought back to life.
The deep bond between resident and community is helping provide for a positive change, particularly among the young people. What started in its infancy as a small project has in fact drawn the attention of an entire community. This, the health minister stresses, has been the principal objective of the tournament.
Today, what you saw here is a manifestation of the commitment of the leadership, the community, the elders, the religious leaders, even the children. And I just think really we really have something special here. And I'm really so happy. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy, yeah.
Come the end of this tournament, how will you look back on it?
I think this is a beginning of something big. I mean, it started small and now it's already big. And if we just keep the momentum, I think only Allah knows how far it'll go, but we can really make a great thing out of this.
Back on the football pitch, the two sides, Kute Jambulu and D&H, settled for an entertaining goalless draw to kickstart what organizers hope will be a one-off tournament in the Kanifing area. For GRT Sport, this is Babukar Senghor.
Before we go, a reminder of our headlines. Security Watch Africa has conferred the Golden Star Award for Distinguished Leadership in Africa on Professor Jame by virtue of his sterling stewardship qualities. Another batch of patients treated for fertility problems by the President's Alternative Medical Treatment Program has joined the growing list of hopefuls looking forward to delivering babies. Thais are working round the clock to save their capital city Bangkok from flooding induced by months of devastating monsoon rains. And Israel has revealed the names of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners who are set to enjoy freedom, probably later this week in exchange for captured Israel soldier Gilad Shalit. You can follow that story and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. That brings us to the end of this edition of the news. Thanks for watching and enjoy our programs.
tabaski ñëw na jaaxle dikkaleeti na ma waaye nag naa ko dis yàlla rek ndax daaw yàlla dimbali woon na ma ba ma win sa xaru gamsel ya xanaa mu dikkat ko sama ñaari loxo yi rek
mbee lay dégg
mbee la xar la
xarum tabaski
xari tabaski la ca gamsel
dañu buñ defati
xoos rek $100 wala nag noppal $100 nga win ci xar yi
ca xar ya rek la yematee
ca xar ya moo la jaaxaloo
moo ma jaaxal
jaaxle jeex na xar yaa ngi nii gamsel indi na ko